Yeah, Essential Arts is an organization that allows art, I guess, to grow essentially. So we have multiple places, two locations actually, where everything is focused on arts and I guess building a community to allow people to, I guess, express themselves. So that's what Essential Arts does. So the main focus that we usually do outside of art as well is to grow the community that's around us. So ways that we have been doing so is by focusing on the kids classes that we run. The kids classes consist of working on art, and we give them essentially not necessarily an agenda like you would typically get from like an art class, but we give them all the materials needed to build what they would like to build. And if they want help achieving a specific goal, then that's what we provide for them. We give them the help that they need to be able to go above and beyond with their imagination, as opposed to being towards like a strict agenda, so to speak. So that's one of our focuses on having the after-school program when teaching these kids. Outside of the kids classes, we do other events as well, which we are starting to grow into. So when it comes to like Artcade, that happens Tuesday nights and Friday nights, and people come and play with our arcade machines, and also we have people bring their own consoles as well. So we are building a community that way because we play a lot of fighting games and so on, but also we want to build other communities. So we've been hosting events such as music events and also cosplay events called Anime Social, and that's something that has been ongoing monthly for about 7 months so far. And yeah, it's more than just community with art. It's also promoting artists like such as music instead of just being traditional art mediums and so on. I've always wanted a place where I could kind of express myself and be able to throw like these events to gather like-minded people and so on. So now that I have the platform to be able to do so, I want to share that with as many people as I can. And with I guess, the way they help back is to be able to nurture that. So people will come out and support all the time. We've been able to, for example, raise money for our patrons. We've had one instance where a regular patron didn't show up. We followed up with them to see why they haven't been showing up again. And they told us that they've been going through some medical issues, and we raised money to help them out. So the people who have supported us, we want to support back, and that kind of grows the whole community as a whole. And if it weren't for them contributing towards like Central Arts, for example, we wouldn't have been able to have all these other events as well. So I guess that's the reason why all of that kind of ties in together as a whole. For our last event, we had people come from Louisiana, like the New Orleans area, actually, Baton Rouge, excuse me. And we've had people from Oklahoma come out here. Our last event prior to the one that we just had, we had someone from Austin come up here specifically for the event, Anime Social. But when it comes to our like fighting game tournaments, we've had people come in from San Antonio. We had a guest from California as well. So people not only know that we are doing just events only, but they do it because they are supporting the community. They've provided donations, they've done very many things to, I guess, enhance our resources to be able to continue these community efforts as we're growing. It requires a lot of resources, and thankfully the majority of those resources have been subsidized by the city of Hearst. They actually, for the most part, pay a majority of the rent for the buildings here and also next door, and I guess a little bit for the other location as well. So it's actually ending very soon here at the end of the year because I guess it's the end of the 5-year commitment that they wanted to have for us. So that puts a little bit of a bind on us because now we have to focus more on the efforts of staying afloat while providing resources to the communities that we've created. So that's something that has been weighing on us a little bit because 5 years is a large commitment for, I guess, a city funding in general. So we need to be able to state the fact that those 5 years that they've invested into us has helped the community at large in general. It's really nice to be able to do things for a community. Like for my own background, I came from a software development background before I started with Central Arts. I was in IT industry for almost 10 years, and with the last 6 being in software development. So coming from like a technical, I guess, background into a space where there's less technicality but more of logistics and being able to nurture like a community, realize that a community is much more needed. Like I feel like it's needed not only for myself but for other people.